I'm always very excited to start my year at CES. I feel like I'm not a huge fan of Las Vegas, I will admit that, but I do really appreciate the opportunity to meet so many colleagues really early in the year and really set the stage for what's going on in media and particularly what's going on with the retail media networks at the event. And I think one of the things that I'm particularly excited about for CMX is um, we have an opportunity to really showcase our store footprint and our what we do in our retail locations. We have a huge proportion of the transactions for CVS, our retail media network, do not happen online. They happen in our 9,000 stores across the US. And we actually have a store on the Strip in Las Vegas where we're going to be able to take some of our suppliers and really walk them through some of the things we're able to do in store to bring their message to consumers in our stores to help them on their health and wellness journey.
So, right, talk about in-store technologies and the advancements in measurement. How are they driving growth in retail media? How are you going to showcase that at CES in that space?
Well, I think there are many advancement in measurement that's happening in store right now. Um, and it's really all across the gamut from third parties who are able to measure footfall traffic to millimeter wave technologies in some screens in some stores. We're not taking advantage of all of these things yet. A lot of it we look to learn about at CES actually this year. But we are talking to all of our partners there, particularly advertisers, to really show a lot more about what we're doing with our self-service audio platform, right? There's a lot of ears inside those 9,000 stores every day. That have a great opportunity to reach right through our self-service component through that. Likewise, we have pretty rapidly growing and expanding screen network in the stores, and those span from screens that exist in areas where people are waiting to fulfill prescriptions to the main drive aisles in the store and even to the front of the store. By the end of the year, we're probably going to have some opportunities to reach consumers with messaging on the self-checkouts. So there's a huge amount of innovation there, both in terms of the inventory that we have available and the ways in which we can help our suppliers get their messages to consumers.
And where do you see this headed in 2025? What's next?
We're going to continue to scale. I mean, I think that a lot of what we're doing in store is really kind of expanding what we do as a retail media network in a digital sense into the physical store environments. We continue to really leverage our first party data so that we can get the right message to the right consumer at the right time. A lot of that right time is at the point of purchase in the stores. And we have over 90 million addressable extra care shoppers that we go after. So really almost everything that we do to drive media campaigns on behalf of suppliers to get their message in market is reaching our explicit first party audiences wherever they may be in store, on social networks, on publisher partners of ours, and our owned and operated digital properties as well.
So I'm sure you've attended a number of CES events, shows. What kind of advice would you give to someone who's going for the first time?
It's actually so practical. It's really wear comfortable shoes.
Been hearing a lot of that.
Well, I mean, look, I've been going to CES for probably 20 years from the time early in my digital media career, I worked at CNET and we were the voice of CES every single year for many years. So I spent my entire holiday season preparing for CES with our booth experience and all of the meetings we were going to have there. So comfortable shoes is definitely a big piece of it. But I think the other thing that's very hard to do, but important to do, is try not to book every minute of your schedule every single day because there's a lot to take in. And there's a lot to take in that's really serendipitous. You will run into random people coming and going between events. If you have the fortune to go see some of the great presentations or the booths of the products that people have available, it's a remarkable opportunity to see some of these things firsthand and engage in a lot of face-to-face conversations with basically, I think post-COVID, more and more we can do in person with each other, the better.